Hey, this is Will from LifterLMS. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can have a course that has a series of quizzes that lock progression as you go through the course. So basically, you need to complete Lesson 1 and the Lesson 1 quiz before being able to move to Lesson 2, and so on. So in order to do this, we'll need to edit the course, and we're going to go into the course builder. Should be over here on the sidebar, or it may be in the center at the bottom, but we want to end up here in the course builder. Let me expand my first section here, and I want to make sure I add a quiz to all of my lessons here. So let me just go ahead and create a single lesson quiz here, or a single question quiz. And it's not very important what I have in my quizzes for the moment. I just want to add a couple of quizzes in here. So maybe I'll use this add existing quiz feature to populate a bunch of quizzes very quickly. And what I'm doing here is just cloning quizzes instead of making a new one from scratch for the example here. All right, so now Section 1 has a quiz on every one of my lessons. Let me go ahead and make sure my changes are saved here. Awesome, so now I have a quiz on every one of my lessons, but I can still jump around as a student. I can still jump from lesson to lesson. It's not going to restrict me from jumping onto lesson 4 without completing lesson 3. That's where this next feature comes in called Prerequisites. If I click on this little Edit Lesson Settings icon, it'll pop up a sidebar over here where I can say set a prerequisite. And let me make this a little bigger. So if I click on this little settings icon, I can say prerequisite, turn that on, and I can say what lesson is your prerequisite. In this case, lesson 1. So you need to complete lesson 1 as a prerequisite to lesson 2. And I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure lesson 3 has a prerequisite of lesson 2. Lesson 4 needs a prerequisite of lesson 3. 5 is going to need a prerequisite of lesson 4. And you can kind of see the pattern here. We're just going to go down the line, setting these prerequisites in order here. So you need to complete lesson 6 before moving to lesson 7. And you need to complete lesson 7 before moving to lesson 8. Let's go ahead and save changes. And now if I were to view my course as a student, let me go view student at the top here, and I scroll down, and if I go to lesson 2, or I actually already have completed lesson 1, as you can see here, it's already crossed out and checked off. So I can go ahead and go to lesson 2. But what I can't do is go to lesson 3, I can't go to lesson 4, I can't click on these because it says in order to access this lesson, you need to complete the lesson Why LifterLMS. So you can see here I can no longer access these lessons until I complete the prerequisite lesson, including the quiz. So that's how you can create a series of lessons where you need to complete the lesson and the quiz before being allowed to move on to the next lesson using quizzes and prerequisites. Feel free to let us know if you have any questions in the comments below this video, and I'll see you in the next one.